It's about to get real. Haha. Welcome back to another episode of TheRealDru Podcast. We come for sports in your everyday life. It's great being back. I feel good today, man. I took my kids to a pumpkin show. It was great vibes. My oldest son loved it. My youngest son, he had a ball. It was good times, man. Hope everybody else is doing great as well. But check it, we're going to get straight into it. Let's get to these sports, man. I want to start off saying it was great seeing Lonzo Ball back healthy. If you know anything about his story, he has several injuries. Tore meniscus, ligaments need to be replaced in his knee, etc., etc. He's out for 2.5 years. Made his debut on October 16th. Obviously, it's going to be a lot of load management now for this season, but the fact that he made it back from that, where a lot of people don't, is amazing. So shout out to Lonzo Ball. Keep balling, man. I know it's only going to be better from here. Keep doing your thing. A main topic I want to get into is Karl-Anthony Towns, man. He got traded recently from Minnesota to New York, unexpectedly, as he said. He was traded. James Inaji, sorry, that's why I was trying to take my time to pronounce that right. The draft rights to him were traded. Cat was traded to the Knicks from the Timberwolves. James Inaji was traded to the Knicks from the Hornets. Timberwolves received in that trade. In return, they received Julius Randle, Dante DiVincenzo, Keita Bates-Diop, and a future first-round pick from the Knicks. The Hornets received a three-team trade. The Hornets received Charlie Brown, Daquan Jeffries, Dwayne Washington Jr., 2 future second-round picks, 2025 second-round pick, and then they got some cash for it as well. Obviously, I think Charlotte just involved with this and moved some numbers around. Nothing crazy because they didn't get anything that was just amazing. Timberwolves did receive Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo, which I think Dante is a huge piece for them. Julius Randle, my opinion on him, he's a great basketball player. No slight to Julius at all. He's a one-on-one player. He likes to have the ball in his hand, in my opinion. He played off the ball when he was with the Lakers, but that was early on in the season. Now he done had his superstar time with New York. Now he has to go back to just into a certain role. Can he do it? I don't know. I would say no right now, but obviously he was a superstar. I feel like at that point you know what it takes. So he possibly can. I think ultimately the Knicks won this trade with Karl-Anthony Towns. He's a tremendous player. A lot of people have their own opinions of him, but he plays the game. He plays it right. Dante is a huge piece to the Timberwolves. I feel like the Knicks were dumb, in my opinion, to trade him. Like, that guy's amazing. He's a baller. So I don't know what's going on. I think there is going to be some beef, though, because Karl-Anthony Towns went on the Roommate Show podcast with Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart. And he kind of just seemed out of it. Like, he didn't, like, it was like, man, I can't believe this is where I'm at. You know, like, this is crazy. You know, like, you could tell he was just surprised by the whole thing. He's still trying to take it all in. I'm not saying he ain't going to ever be happy in New York, but right now, I guarantee he's pissed off. He's more of a reserve guy. He's more of a reserve person. I guarantee he's pissed off right now at Timberwolves front office on the reason to do that. Me personally, I would have got rid of Rudy Gobert instead of Cat, but I guess that's for another day. Dante, I don't know if he was happy to leave. I don't want to say he was not happy to leave, especially from their first preseason game together. Dante goes in there, he's hooping. I'm pretty sure most of you seen the viral clip of Dante getting into it with. Initially, it was Tom Thibodeau Tibbs, the head coach, but apparently Jalen Brunson's dad felt the need to jump in. Maybe he felt some type of way against Dante. I can't say if it's true or not, but I think that it was some tension there for sure. Dante, you can hear him down at the side. This is what happens when you're in charge, when they let you run the show. And apparently, he was talking to Tibbs, but Jalen Brunson's dad, Rick Brunson, jumped in and put his own 2 cents in there. And that was a whole other situation that led over into the post game where Rick's dad comes up to Dante and said that was some sucker shit. That was some sucker shit. Whatever. They acting like he's trying to spare him. Trying to little boy him. And Dante was like, bro, I wasn't even talking to you at first until basically you inserted yourself in there. So you too. Rick tries to come in there and confront Dante, but Dante didn't back down. So, and the crazy thing is that Jalen and Dante were actually really good friends, and you can see Jalen try to tell me, yo, come on, let's just go on, we good, da da da. So you can tell it was really something that was going on between them two that just wasn't said. Maybe because Jalen is the star. I don't know how last season went with Dante and the coaching staff, but it was obviously some tension there. So shit, I don't know. I love to see it though. I love to see. I want to see all the smoke. I love to see that. Man, Kobe Bryant going against them Celtics. Celtics playing against the Heat, early 2000s, mid 2000s. You know what I'm saying? I love seeing that. I want to see that. I want to see that on the basketball court this year. So I love it. Timberwolves and Knicks can beef all year long, and I'm watching every game. Bring it on. I want to see that. I'm tired of the friendly basketball. Friendly basketball cool and all, but I'm tired of it. I want to see some competitive. I'm out here trying to kill you basketball. Give me Ian Edwards attitude, because that's what he's doing every night. I'm trying to dog you. So y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all think Dante wanted out, or maybe he's upset that he got traded? Y'all let me know, man. I was excited to see the Villanova 4 play, but we're not gonna see that. So y'all let me know. I think Julius Randle would do fine in Timberwolves off or team system period. And how y'all think Cat's gonna do? Who won the trade? Timberwolves, Knicks. I'm not even gonna say Charlotte because they didn't win that trade. So Timberwolves or Knicks. Who y'all think won that trade, man? Y'all let me know. Drop your opinions down low. We talking about it. So the next topic I want to talk about, man, is how do you evaluate who the best player is, or who do you think is better than who? Do you use stats? Do you do the visual test where you gotta watch and see? Do you use delusion? Because a lot of y'all is delusional. Like, come on. Or do you just, based off what you hear other people say, you don't really watch that much, but you like the sport, and you just like, well, this guy was talking about this, and I can't think for my goddamn self, so I'm gonna go with what he said. You let me know. My personal opinion, I use a variety of stats and visual. Stats can tell a great story, but it's a such thing as empty stats, where your team doesn't have that many great players, so you have to be the one to step up. You got to be that guy. But when you're around other dogs on your team, you can't be that guy. You're not him. So I use that. I use stats and visual because of that. Stats are great, but the visual test tells me things that are not on the stat sheet. The visual will let me know who is the real leader out there, who's controlling the offense, whose IQ is on point. Can you pay attention enough to the game to figure out what that offense is running and where that player is going to end up? Do you watch film? That all shows out on the court that cannot be put on a stat sheet, and that is, don't let nobody tell you that's not a talent or a skill, because it is. Not everybody has that. LeBron James has it. One of my all-time favorite players, Rajon Rondo, has it in the bag locked in. Kobe Bryant had it. A lot of greats have it, but it's a lot of people that are great basketball players, one-on-one players, cool, but they don't have that skill. So you can't be the best player to me if you don't have that off rip. You don't put in the work, in my opinion. So, but y'all let me know. How do you evaluate the best player in the NBA? You use strictly stats? Do you do the visual? Do you use stats and visual? Do you use stats and a little bit of delusion in there? Or are you completely delusional? Or are you just based off what other people say? Y'all let me know, man. Same thing for football as well. How do you evaluate who the best player is? I think it's more complex in football because of different positions, but same thought process, in my opinion. I'm tired of these NBA casual fans, man. Y'all let me know, man. The real fans, let me know what y'all think. Our last topic I want to talk about, man. This is kind of like the real question, man. Like, what do you do with this? So, yeah, that's what we're going to call it. This is the Real Drew segment right here. Today's episode, fixing NIL. the transfer portal in college. A UConn coach, Gino Auriemma. I could be pronouncing that wrong, forgive me. But Gino says something of this range. Act as if NIL is business, literally. Treat it like the pros. Sign a contract with the college. Like, make these kids sign a contract, But they got to get rid of the student athlete, man. Because let's keep it a buck. If you a star player at any school, even in high school, you barely doing any work unless you really care about your education. I'm keeping it a buck with you. Most of them are there to go on to the next level. And since we're paying these kids now, let's stop the sugarcoating. Because most of them kids are not even in class. Most of them taking online classes, getting through the day, not doing no schoolwork. They're just here for the sport. And they're paying them. So you think they're going to let them fail classes when they're paying them? Be real with yourself. They're going to let the player that they're paying $100K, $200K to fail a class. They leave it up to a teacher if this kid going to play. When I'm paying you this money, be real. So let's stop the sugarcoating. Tell these kids this is a business, all right? You sign at our school, we give you this. You sign for this many years. After this many years, if you don't want to stay no more, fine. Enter the transfer portal. That's cool. You honored your obligations. Or offer them a buyout. Buyouts work as if you have a contract. You want to break that contract? Cool. We only going to give you this much more money. We're only going to give you this money. You ain't getting all of it. You only going to get this much, et cetera, et cetera. Or you buy your way out, or you give us this much money to get your contract. So I think it should be done that way. Get rid of the BS. These are not student athletes no more. These are athletes. That's what they're here for. Most of them are not in school. Maybe they participate in extracurriculars that go around the school, but they're not in that classroom doing the work at all. No. So I say handle it like that, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. How do you fix the transfer NIL? Transferring the NIL. How do you fix it? I'm not hating on the kids at all. I want them to get paid, but I think it needs to be rules. It got to be rules. Right now, NIL is just on a rampage. Kids are transferring left and right. They're already sitting out games. They ain't getting their money. So let me know what y'all think, man. Let me know how you fix it. Y'all give me your opinions. I think that's the only way you can fix it. Y'all tune in. I got a new video at the end of this. I want y'all to see and watch. Check it out. It's when I was in the NBA. Check it out, though, man. Let me know what y'all think. And if you haven't noticed, I got new theme music. So let me know what y'all think about that, too, man. But, yeah, I'm out of here. The Real Drew. I'm gone. For sure. It's about to get real. Haha. So